Yo, how's it going everyone? My name is Zeppelin and welcome back to the channel. Now, I know you normally see me reacting to music on here, but today I wanted to do something a little different because this is something that I'm super excited about and I want to talk about. We are going to be reacting to the Matrix Resurrections official trailer 1, the 4th Matrix film, and it's the first one that's been made in okay, well the last one came out in 2003, but they were made at the same time, so it's close to 20 years really since they actually made a Matrix film. And now I'm not gonna lie, I've seen the trailer before once or twice a while back, as soon as it came out, but the reason I wanted to make this is because, you know, reactions always sort of do better, and I also wanted just to talk about the trailer and to talk about the Matrix and what I would like to see going forward, and maybe pick apart certain parts from the trailer. But I just thought maybe calling it an analysis would be too deep, because I'm purposely staying a little blind. This is the only trailer I will be watching of this film. I won't be touching anything else. I want to see it when it comes out. You know, I'm a big massive fan of all the Matrix films, both in their action, their dialogue, their acting. Even though some people may have a problem with the acting, I really like it. And then the themes within it, you know, I think it's sometimes it is a bit overbearing, and the way it was done in the second two films especially, they didn't necessarily go about it the right way, but I still feel like thematically it's a very, very interesting concept, and one that was so complicated really to pull off, and they've done a pretty decent job, I think. But anyway, we'll discuss more of that after. I want to watch this trailer and give you my thoughts and opinions on it. We're just going to let the trailer run through, no pauses, unless I spot something I want to talk about. But I don't know, I've seen it before, as I said, so I apologize if you're here looking for a first time blind reaction, but we are going to talk about it more in depth after the trailer. So here we go with the Matrix Resurrections official trailer.
Thomas? You seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams. Am I crazy?
I want to go back there just for a quick second. What are we actually seeing here? Let's just see a couple really quick, because I never actually stopped and done this, and I feel like it's be quite important. Alright, so we got obviously a bullet being fired, Neo doing that. We got Trinity looking like, that looks like Trinity at least, and then there's Neo. So I presume that this is where they just kept his body after the end of the third one, if I had to guess. As again, it's a complete guess. And then, is there much more? There's Morpheus at some point. Alright, we've seen enough. That's more than I already seen from the first time watching the trailer, so let's keep going.
Am I crazy?
We don't use that word in here.
Great music choice for the trailer, by the way. Fantastic choice. God, he's in a nice place.
Hi.
Trinity. Trinity.
Have we met?
One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small, and the ones that
Looks like it's a very nice filmed thing. I'm glad they got rid of the green tint they usually had.
Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
Pretty cool, that part. So he thinks he's someone else, I think, by the looks of him. And then we have, of course... Alright, people think he's Morpheus. I don't know if he is Morpheus, to be honest.
You want the truth, Neo?
There's something about it doesn't seem right to me. I doubt they just recast Morpheus, unless he's purposely a younger one. But I don't know how that would make sense.
The only thing that matters to you is still here. I know it's why you're still fighting, and why you will never give up.
You don't know me. No?
I hope he makes a cameo. I know Lawrence Fishburne, I think, has said he's not in it. Hope he shows up somehow. But it's a shame that Hugo Weaving isn't back. I actually really like the CGI they've done for this. They've properly updated the CGI. But some people mightn't like, but I think it was needed. So they can copy and paste the effects, they've changed it. I think this is really good. It looks really good.
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.
Alright. The Matrix. Resurrections. 12/22/21. I can guarantee you that I am going to be seeing that the day it comes out. But alright, so that's the trailer. Again, I like one of the reasons why I really wanted to talk about this and why I'm not even going to react to any more trailers from this if they come out, which I presume there'll be at least one more. The reason I'm not reacting to more, or going to even watch more, is because I really want to go into this blind. This trailer gave me the perfect amount where I kind of have an idea of how the effects are going to be. I have an idea of the story of how it's going to go. I have seen sort of the characters. I just seen them. I know sort of what they're going to be like, but I'm still in the blind with so many other things, and I don't really want anything else spoiled for me. I kind of want to go in like it. It just gave me the absolute perfect amount that I needed, or that's how I personally feel about it. Anyway, I think there'll be other people out there who feel the same about that, you know, because you do not want to get a sense of the plot from a trailer. Realistically, I think if you're really a massive fan of maybe a certain genre or film, or it's a film that you're pretty sure you're gonna like, you don't really want to get a lot of the picture from the trailer. You only kind of want an introduction to it, so to speak. A trailer should be like the back cover of a book, in my opinion at least anyway, and a lot of trailers don't get that right, which is why I was even hesitant to watch this one, but I'm really glad I did. I think it's brilliant. Back to what I was saying during the trailer. Try to drink my coffee before it goes cold, but a lot of people are saying that they think that's Morpheus. Now, I'm not sure that dude is Morpheus. It seems a lot like it is, but there's something about it that's just making me think it isn't. And again, it'll all depend on whether or not the online game was taken into account in the canon of the plot. I don't know if many of you who are watching this are aware, but after the third film came out, there's been a whole host of things sort of explaining the backstory, whether it be comics or I think there was some animated stuff before that's sort of semi-canon, semi-not canon, but I think something that was confirmed as canon back at the time, or at least I think it was confirmed, was The Matrix Online, which was a MMORPG that came out that was set in The Matrix, and it came out in 2005, I think. And it continued itself after the third Matrix, and I think in it Morpheus, I don't know if he dies and comes back to life, or if he just dies. We're introduced to sort of new characters, new types of people within this new Matrix. The war had started again. I don't think it done very well. I know it closed down in 2009, and it closed down really weirdly. You know, it made it look like the Matrix had been unplugged or something like that. And if that's canon, that could be quite important to this film. And one thing I actually do hope with this film is that it doesn't just do the whole Star Wars, let's just tell the first film story over again, but paper it over with different circumstances, because it sort of looks like it could have those vibes. I hope it is obviously a good film and recaptures some of the magic that was especially there in the first one, but I also hope it does a good job at continuing and explaining the lore left off from especially the films 2 and 3, because it's very interesting lore. It's lore that was, you know, it seemed like it was very expanded, but it didn't feel like it was concluded in any way, or that we were really given enough clarity on it. We don't necessarily need 100% clarity on how the Matrix came to be and how the machines came to be. It's sort of implied, and it can be worked out. And again, you know, you don't need everything handed to you in a silver platter, but it'd be nice to see, you know, again in the second film, the architect talked about how they've destroyed Zion before, that we see some Zion, previous Zion wreckages, which actually in a part in the trailer, it looks like they're going in one of those machines through an abandoned city, and I don't know if that's above ground or below ground. It could be one of the previous Zions, which would be a very interesting thing to explore. Alright, apologies, I had to pause the recording there really quickly. What was I talking about? I was talking about Machine, the previous Scions. I don't know if I'd moved on from that. Yeah, no, I remember now. I was talking about whether or not the architect is the head of the machines, or if he is just the head of the Matrix, and the Matrix is part of the larger machine world. Like, are we going to actually really go into the machines, and are they going to try and broker peace with the machines? Is that going to be something that's definitely explored in films going forward, or is this just going to be a film that's like, yeah, here's the first film again, here's the characters, one of them dies, and that's it, it's done. And like that would feel really cheap if they'd done that. I feel like everything that the Matrix has done lore-wise deserves a little bit more than just a legacy film. You know, give us the legacy stuff, but give us some more conclusion going forward about what the Matrix is and where it goes going forward, because the last film ended very open-ended, and in my opinion, I think it was too open-ended. I didn't particularly like the ending, in how it was just, yeah, we're into a new Matrix. Are we at a new cycle? Oh, or a new cycle of the Matrix where it's all going to happen the same? Oh, I don't know. You know, is there going to be another one? We don't know. It's very just like, we know the Matrix is probably going to go a little differently this time, but for all we know, the cycle is just repeating itself, and the war is going to start up again, which it did in the online game. So it felt very like we had just seen a cycle, so to speak, and we didn't really get any real conclusion on that. And I really hope this film goes some way into explaining that. I'd hope maybe we get the Oracle back, even if it's played by a different actress. I don't know if the original actress, well, the original actress isn't still alive, but the one who replaced her, I don't know if she's still alive. Hugo Weaving not being there is a massive loss, even if he just came back to be like a reskinned agent, standard agent. I know they really wanted him to come back, and the fact that they couldn't then ended up getting him because they couldn't get their schedules to line up is a really, really bad sign. And the only good thing you can maybe take from it is that Hugo Weaving wasn't going to do it originally. Then he saw the script and was like, I want in, and then it just didn't work out. But him not being back and then probably having just to recast his role as a standard agent, I think is really going to be bad, because he is just as an important part of the Matrix films as the other main ones. And then Lawrence Fishburne not being back as Morpheus, it's strange, I don't like it, but I feel like there's a stylistic reason for that we will see in the film, that it'll be justifiable. But Hugo Weaving being gone, I think, even though I think it sort of works that he's gone, like he had his arc, the fact that they wanted him back and it didn't happen, I just think there could be problems with that. I hope not, because I love these films on more than just a superficial level in terms of what they are as films, but sort of going beneath the layers of them. There's a lot there and a lot to like, I think. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave it off here. I don't really have too much more to say. I mean, there's a lot of things that I'd like to talk about in The Matrix, but I feel like that'd be more suitable for a podcast if I was ever to do one. And there's talks of maybe getting some sort of podcast stuff going with some people at some point in the future. It'd be amazing to do. If you'd like to see that as well, do let me know, you know, because I do quite like my films. There's loads I haven't seen, but there's loads I have seen, and I do like to talk about them, go in depth with them, talk about the music in them, and the pacing and the plot. And I think my love for films will come through way more after you see the Last of Us video that I'm working on. That should be out on my channel hopefully by the end of October. Big massive hour-long video, in-depth study. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe to stick around for that. I've poured my heart and soul into it, and we're really getting there in terms of getting it done. It's been really difficult. It's so many new things that I haven't done before, but we're pushing on and it's going well. So anyway, that is all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed the video. What do you think of the trailer? What do you think of my reaction? And what do you think the Matrix Resurrections is going to be like? Please let me know about all of those things down in the comments. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one, hopefully. Don't know if it's a music reaction, gaming video, or maybe I'll do another trailer. Why not? You know, Dune's coming out. I'm very excited for that. We might talk about that a little bit. But anyway, I'll see you then. Peace.